Is there any doubt, guys? I'll show you. I'll show this. You can copy it. Okay. So I know this is a very lengthy concept. I'll give you some time. You can copy it. In the meanwhile, just go through and ask if there is any doubt. The very important one, because this is the concept based on which we'll be solving all the problems.
Sir, interference is just the superposition of two
Yes,
waves.
interference is a technical name that is used in this context. It's basically superposition, that term. Interference is when two waves superpose. You're able to see this, no? I'm more concerned about this point. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to relate mathematically? Are you able to understand what I mean by dark spot and bright spot? This point is clear. You're able to see, right? This is dark. Dark in the sense the light is getting cut off. It is undergoing destructive interference. Whereas here it is a bright spot. It is undergoing constructive interference. Just give me a confirmation. Is that point clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, if you place a screen here, no, what will happen is, let's say you have a screen placed here. At that point, you can find something like this. So the dark spot is going and falling on the screen, right? So the spot will be completely dark. Similarly, you're able to see this bright spot. 1 minute. You're able to see the bright spot. You're able to see this bright spot that is formed here. So on the screen, you can say that this spot, no, this part is there, no, this will be completely blue in color. And this part will be completely dark, and this part will also be completely dark. That is the meaning of this being formed. It means if you place a paper there, that is how. That paper, if it is a water droplet, the paper will get wet here. The paper will not get wet at the circled parts. That is the meaning. So for that, our attempt was to take the help from mathematics and derive an expression for the constructive and destructive interference. Is it clear? This is very important. Any doubt in the mathematical concept that I used? Any doubt like why I used something, why I randomly used? Any questions of that sort in your mind? Any logics you want me to explain?
Can you explain that sine omega t and sine omega t distance, how you expanded it?
Yes,
Before
right.
the first equation.
It is simple. See, sine of a plus b formula. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So maybe this is one of the steps where I didn't give you explanation while I wrote. See, the logic is very simple. Okay. Listen, the input wave is in terms of sine. This logic I would have told you in alternating currents also. The input wave is in terms of sine. The output wave is also, sorry, both the input waves are in terms of sine. But if you see the output wave, it is coming out as a complicated expression like this. So I don't know what to do. So instead, what I thought is, this time is a more important parameter for me. So I wrote this a1 plus a2 cos phi in terms of some other variable a cos theta. Similarly, I wrote a2 sin phi in terms of some other variable a sin theta. Is it clear? So when I do it like this, then my expression will get simplified like this: a cos theta, a sin theta. Now it has become a simple sin theta cos sin a cos b plus cos a sin b form, so that I could obtain my output expression also in terms of sin. That was the objective of me converting to things like this. But when I converted it like that, it is my duty to ensure that A is known in terms of the input parameters. Again, we took the help of mathematical equation where I squared both the equation. We have an identity A cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So I took the help of that identity to write an equation of this sort, from which we got the expression for the amplitude. Right, once we got the expression for amplitude, I am assuming that everybody knows that intensity is directly proportional to a square. This is a very famous expression in terms of waves. So intensity is directly proportional to a square means I will be equal to k times a square. So I will be equal to, in the place of a square, I can write as I1. In the place of a2 square, I can write as I2. In the place of a1, a2, I can write as root I1 into root I2. Cos phi, I left it as it is. Then I took the conditions for constructive interference. See this expression what I wrote, right? This 2n pi, this is called as the general solution of a trigonometric function. Similarly, this is also called as general solution of trigonometric function. Okay, so these are all the points that you need to have in your mind. So the only point that I didn't explain is what is the relation between phase difference and path difference, which I will explain it in next class. It is just a 5 minutes job, right? So in the meanwhile, you have two things to be done. One is ensure you go through the videos that I upload and practice it. If there is any doubt, you can reach out to me on the student support number. Secondly, go through this derivation, practice it one more time before you come to the next class so that you can understand problems better. I'm warning you again, this chapter is tough because of the mathematics that is getting involved. So unless you guys are in sync with me, you'll not be able to understand. Last minute, it'll be a struggle. At that point, I can't sit and explain again. Okay, because I need to concentrate more on problem solving and help you with the exam point of. Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Right? So sit and work. So that's it from my side for today. I'll see you all in the next class.
So can you scroll down?
Sure. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Then I'll see you